What's up guys? Welcome back to another garage gym session with me. So today I'm going to be doing a couple of my strength and weightlifting pieces that I have from my programming for the day. I follow no shortcuts training. I've followed that elite track for about a year now, I guess, and I really love it. It was actually really cool. Last summer at the games, I met the director, Andre, and super nice guy, highly intelligent. And I really just love all the thoughtfulness and just the intention that he puts in each and every block that we do in the programming. So I kind of foresee myself continuing to follow this program for the foreseeable future. So anyway, the first thing that I'm gonna do is an EMOM of power clean and jerks. So I have 16 sets going every 90 seconds. This is week 3, I think, of this progression. So this week's weights should be slightly heavier or more challenging than last week's. But set 1 through 8 is going to be a power clean with the pause below the knees in the pull, with the push jerk, with another pause in the catch. And then the last 8 sets will be just a regular power clean and jerk with no pauses. And then, like I said, trying to beat the weights that I had done from the previous week. So I'm going to go ahead and get my barbell and everything set up for this clean and jerk EMOM. So we're going to do a little bit of warming up with the barbell, practice the pauses in each of those positions, slowly add some weight, and then hopefully start our EMOM in the next 5 minutes or so. Okay, so my first working set is supposed to be at 135, which is on the bar now. And then I'm supposed to gradually build to around 160, 165, just for the first 8 sets that include the pauses. So I'm going to maybe try this weight one time, put the clips on obviously, and then if that feels good, just go ahead and get started. All right, I think that felt okay. So my pauses are supposed to be 3 seconds just below the knee, and then 3 seconds in the catch. I don't know that they really feel like they're 3 seconds right now, so we're gonna try to focus on making sure that I'm hitting the pauses for 3 seconds in each of those positions. So I'm going to get my timer started. I'm gonna grab some more weights, just kind of put them out there so I can add weight fairly easily between sets, and then we're gonna go ahead and boogie. All right, we're actually gonna start with 140 on the bar, so starting in 5 seconds. All right, that last one was kind of ugly, but that's okay. So we're done with our first 8 sets of the pauses. So now we're gonna move on to the second half of the EMOM, which is just 1 power clean plus 1 push jerk. So I ended at 170, so I'm probably going to start the back half at 175 and then just build from there. So we'll see where I end up on this part. Okay, so we just finished our 16 sets of power clean and jerks. The first half with the pauses, I worked up to 165. And then the back half without pauses, I worked up to 195. Definitely felt challenging today, but that's okay, got it done. And didn't have any fails, so that's cool. So now we're gonna move on to our pin presses, supersetted with dumbbell bent over reverse flies. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my God, there's sweat going in my eyes. It is so hot in here, it's crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up my pin press and get out my dumbbells for the reverse flies. Okay, so we've got our rack set up, we've got our dumbbells out, we are almost ready to start our next superset. So what we have is 5 sets of 3 strict presses from the pins, the blocks, or in my case, the safety bars, followed by 10 dumbbell bent over reverse flies. So last week we did 5 sets of 4 strict press, this week it's 5 sets of 3. And so this week, naturally, we want to kind of progress to a heavier load than last week. And I think I got through like 5 sets of 4 at 90 pounds. So I want to try to hit like, I don't know, I want to start at 90 and then maybe end up around 100, maybe 105, just kind of see how it feels today. So we're going to start adding some weight to the bar. God, these flies are horrible. And get started. Felt okay. So that was 85. I'm probably going to, start at 95. So trying to really, emphasize exploding up as aggressively as I can, and then, control the descent just a little bit. Re-rack for a sec, and then again, explode up as aggressively and as powerfully as I can. So let's go ahead and just get started on our first set. Don't know how explosive that was at the top, but that was 95, felt okay. So I'll probably do this weight for a couple sets and then, add 2.5s, 5s. We're going based on feel today. Okay, so we just finished our upper body portion of today's session, and luckily we get to move on to lower body because my shoulders are definitely feeling kind of bloody right now, but we now get to move on to back squats. So I have 4 sets going every 3 minutes of 6 back squats. So I'm supposed to build across sets, start at 60%, so I'll probably start at 195. And then honestly just go by feel because my legs are kind of weak sauce right now. So we're going to get rid of this setup, get the rack set up for back squats. I'm definitely gonna warm up a little bit and then get going on that. Okay, so we are all warmed up. The bar is loaded to 195. So again, I have 4 sets going every 3 minutes of 6 back squats. Depending how this first set feels, I might do this a second time for my first and second set, or I might jump to like 205. So let's go ahead, get the timer going and get started. Thanks. Okay, that felt okay. So I'm probably gonna jump to 205 for the second set. Fuck. My legs are on fire. So I worked at the 210 for my fourth and last set, and I thought I was gonna fail the last rep, but I didn't. I'm supposed to have another superset of hip extensions and Copenhagen adductions with a bench, but I don't have a GHD machine in here, and well, I could like, I don't know, maybe use a bench for hip extensions. I'd rather just use a GHD machine. So I'll probably tack that onto my conditioning piece that I'm gonna do later at the gym today. But regardless, it was a solid first session for today. I'm now going to eat, hydrate, and recover before my next session this afternoon. So thank you so much for following along. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.